Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Wife sacrifices marriage for something I offered to give her. Need support, so not really sure how to start this. Not the most intelligent, nor smartest guy in the world. Guess I'll just start talking. Me, 32 meters, and my 26F wife have been together for almost 5 years. Married for 2. We have a 2-year-old son and I have a 10-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. Starting April of 21, my wife has made a new friend at work, and normal friend things start. Normal things at first. Texting. Tagging each other on different social apps. Normal things. F is also in a relationship with a man, not sure if they're married. This is useful later. Starting in June I started noticing things. Wife would stay up late at night, all night, sometimes messaging, F. Wife spending lots of time with her. Her came to my house. Wife going to their house. Again nothing serious, figured it's just friend things. One night I noticed something odd. Wife and I are in bed. I'm asleep. I wake up and she hurry and hides her phone. I don't think anything of it. I come back to bed and kind of snore while I'm awake and she pulls up her phone and looks to delete some messages. I'm half asleep and don't pay any mind to it at that moment. During this time we start getting into fights more often. She's starting to go to F house more often and they're starting to go places more often. It starts coming to a head around June 23rd. We get into a huge fight and it ends with the wife punching a hole in the wall and leaving to her F house. That night, after more arguing in texts, I end up telling her I want a divorce and we can no longer have a safe and stable relationship for our child. We later figure this out. June 29th it blows up big time. I'm at work and receive a message from my wife. Wife says, F is coming to live with us because her partner kicked her out and she has no way to go. I tell my wife this isn't happening at all. At this point I'm very suspicious of wife and F. I tell my wife, you and your girlfriend can finally do whatever the duck you wanna do. I don't give a duck anymore. She responds with, well, I love you. I always will and I'll always care about you because you're the father of my child. And that'll never change. I'm just gonna put it out there. F partner thinks F and I have something going on. He's jealous and controlling and she needs out. Sometimes feelings develop and it isn't anything that I can change now. After you threatened to divorce me, it made me realize you don't care as much about our relationship as I thought you did. I call her and she finally lets me know that her and F have had a physical affair and my suspicions are confirmed. Long story short, she tells me that it's because F was emotionally there for her during our arguments and fights. She also keeps stating she's just been selfish about the entire situation. And that my wife was always curious about females. I've offered in the past to invite a female into our room to fulfill the wife's fantasy, but she refused, stating she did not want to share me. I do my best to work through this, against my better judgment, and we start to mend our relationship. I'm not the best person on the planet. I say things. Mean, hurtful things. That I later apologize for. I always just had a feeling that something didn't add up. The story didn't quite sit right. They said played and touched a few times. And only had sex once. Still it never added up. The messages F sent to my wife when they quit talking is nothing that a fling would send. Things talking about true love and her being the one. Messages that didn't make any sense in her phone and had no context. Leading me to believe most of them were deleted. Nice pictures on my wife's phone that I never received. Pictures where she has makeup on and all that. It came to my attention about a week ago. I reached out to F and her partner to offer an apology. I didn't feel they deserved one, but I felt I needed to do it as I said some pretty mean and hurtful things. I did it for myself more than anything. and I start messaging and she actually fills me in on a lot of things that happened apparently. She then drops the bombshell and asks if her partner can call me. I accept the call and he tells me I cannot accept your apology because I also had sex with your wife. So basically my wife had sex with this couple multiple times because she wanted to try a woman. And her partner would not let have sex with my wife unless he joined. I'm beyond destroyed. I feel like my wife sacrificed me, our son, and my daughter for something so selfish. And I offered to do it for her, but she refused because she did not want another person to touch me. I can't begin to process all this and have no idea where to go. Edit, I never thought so many of you would reach out to me as I'm suffering. And I thank you. But as this is getting attention, I feel I should edit this in. My wife has no contact with the partner. Turns out, and her partner have reached out to me with their own marital issues. They all admitted to having the threesome twice. Wife and have admitted to touching and kissing. Claims it was more sex with just them two. Wife claims that partner is too jealous and freaks out when they are alone with each other. Edit 2, I thank you all again for your harsh truths and kind words. I don't have anyone to confide in, which is why I'm reaching out to the internet, I guess. Edit 3, time for another edit as many have asked. Wife has done everything I've asked of her for reconciliation. She's told family members, activated GPS tracking, posted on socials, and just recently agreed to a postnuptial agreement. She didn't want to share you, so she shared herself instead, and left you out of all the fun she was having. Ducked another guy, had a threesome all behind your back. Hit that eject button, now. This is what I'm battling. I told her I wanted a divorce and was taking our son. The next day she attempted this and I literally had to hold her down as the cops came to stop her from actually doing it. That attempt, and the note made me think she was actually sorry for her actions. I'm so confused. The attempt was just her narcissistic way of making her the victim here instead of you. Make sure you document it, though, as it will be great evidence of instability so you can get full/more custody of your children. Cut her out like a cancer because that is what she is. Edit, thanks for the award, kind Redditor. I did. The police came to the house and took the knife, with her blood still on it, and the note. I do believe it was theater to some extent. I would also strongly suggest getting a lawyer ASAP, get an STD test for yourself, and DNA test your child with her. Also, and probably should do this first, get a restraining order or order of protection to keep her away from you and the kids. She is mentally unstable and dangerous to all involved. Take care of yourself so you can take care of the kids. I'm sorry you're going through this. Right now it might seem like the world has just ended, but it will get better with time. Carrot this, you don't want any risk of this being a whole I'm gonna kill the kids then myself BS. Like seriously, no unsupervised visitations if at all. Be safe, be smart, and head up man. She broke her vows, not you. I have no doubt that my son is mine. There's a 0% chance he belongs to someone other than me. The same no doubt you had on your wife's fidelity at your wedding. Really, take that test. I have no doubt that my son is mine. The son may be yours but she is not your wife anymore. You are right. Her actions make it all the more likely that you can petition for full custody. Get a lawyer involved today and start the process. Get her to go anywhere, parents, etc., but get her away from your kids ASAP. It was just your turn. Honey, people who want to commit don't, usually, make a song and dance about it. Anytime someone gets caught or found during an attempt, especially early in the attempt, makes me wary that it's just a manipulation tactic. And it's extremely effective because it's scary and starts a bonding process with you as the savior. You need to get out, now. I didn't think she was telling the truth to me. Until I found her in the bathroom. But I do get what you said about if she's going to do it, it would have been done. It was honestly the scariest thing I've ever been through. At that moment all I could think of was stopping her from hurting herself. All this drama with a 2-year-old at home, unfit mother with police as witnesses coming in, custody is yours. Run. She may understand that what she did was wrong, and recognizes that it negatively will impact her life. Tough shit, that's what she gets. Actions have consequences. None of that is remorse for her actions. Those are guilt and regret. Remorse requires her to understand the massive pain that she caused you. Seems more like she is sorry she was caught. Every time she threatens to kill herself, call the cops so that she can be admitted to a mental hospital to get the help she needs. If she is suicidal, then she needs the help. If she is doing that shit as a manipulative tactic, it will end pretty quickly. I do agree that she is sorry she got caught. It's my exact words to her multiple times. I do not believe she will ever be able to feel or understand exactly what I'm going through. I hope no one ever will. I feel you, man. I am stuck living with my cheater, finances and kids. Please don't be me. Get out of infidelity as soon as you can. I am sorry that you are dealing with the same situation I am. It pains me to know people have to deal with this on a daily basis. It's the absolute worst feeling ever. 100%. After a while the pain dies down to tolerable levels. You might even find yourself here, helping folks that just found out. It sucks, and it's only getting more and more common. I hope that there is something positive that can come from this. Nah, she just still is the main character in her story. The cheating fallout is now something horrible that happened to her. There's zero actual giving a shit that you were hurt by her original decisions and these are consequences. There's sadness that she has to feel sad you feel sad. This isn't a person who actually understands empathy. I do agree with everything you've said. Oh, sorry, it was mid-work and only said the harsh part. The point of that rant wasn't to make you feel like shit, she's done that enough. Sorry this is happening to you. If she tries to bring her problems to you, it doesn't make you shitty to say that it simply isn't your problem anymore. Tell her if she's suicidal, you'll call the hospital and that's the extent of it. Start making your plans and get away. Record every interaction. Once she realizes she's lost your sympathy she will switch to anger and maybe even false accusations. I know it sucks, but protect yourself and you'll get to a place where you can figure this all out on your own. If you do end up getting back with her, just remember this and make sure to notice just how much she doesn't actually give a shit about you when it's not demonstrative. Thank you for reaching out again. I understand what you're saying. Again, you're still correct. If she wanted to kill herself she'd be dead. That was theater. Don't buy into it, she's manipulating you. I do agree it was theater. I do also believe there to be some truth behind the attempt. There is a knife from my kitchen with her blood on it sitting in an evidence locker at the PD. Sometimes things work out. Do whatever you have to make sure she's never alone with your kids. And I wish you the best, you don't deserve any of this shit. Thank you for your best wishes. It may seem cheesy but I do appreciate it. I don't have anyone anymore. You have the support of the most important person in the world, you. You are gonna make it. You deserve better. Where exactly did she harm herself and which direction was the wound? On the wrist and legs. I already know what your response will be. I thought the same thing. Okay, if it's self-mutilation it's a manipulation tactic. Going across the wrist is not a attempt. Going along the wrist would have killed her and been an honest attempt. No. When someone wants to commit you find them dead. What your wife did was manipulation. It wasn't an attempt, it was an act. I do agree with this statement. You are not wrong. She is just manipulating you into staying with her. I do believe what you're saying to be true. I am sorry, but you married a ducking monster. I agree. I do not know this person I marry. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are,